Welcome back to the Northern River Karate School. I'm Ken Reed, Program Director and 7th degree black belt. Thanks for joining me today. This is the 6th installment in our overview series. In the last video, we talked about Qigong. Today, let's talk about yoga. We are very fortunate at the Northern River Karate School to have an expert yoga teacher guiding us. Jennifer Buston teaches an athletic and precise yoga style, Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga. Jennifer is a high-ranking karate practitioner who understands how yoga can benefit your martial arts practice. Of the 3 physical practices in the Northern River Karate School, Qigong, yoga, and karate, yoga is the hardest. It is physically and mentally challenging. The postures are weight-bearing and they take your joints through their full range of motion. In Qigong and karate, the idea is to move efficiently. If your muscles get tired doing Qigong or karate, you're doing it wrong. In contrast, yoga is very much an exercise program, covering all the ground that sit-ups and push-ups cover, and then some. Some of the poses look passive, but we are told to keep our muscles strongly flexed, even in the easier poses. It's a real workout. In Qigong and karate, we move through stances and footwork meant to optimize our balance, rooting, and centering. Yoga is the opposite. It challenges our balance with small stances with our feet together and narrow stances with our feet wide apart. The postures are practiced in a very specific order to a specific count and with specific transitions between them. There are precise directions about each posture and movement, always including your breath and your eyes, and there is an internal count you say to yourself for every moment of the sequence. That's a lot to keep track of, and that's the idea. The result is stronger concentration. When I notice my mind wandering during my yoga practice, I ask myself, which part am I leaving out? Inevitably, if I have enough mental space to talk to myself, I am forgetting to look in the right direction, or I've lost my count, or I've lost track of my breathing, or some other aspect of the practice. You are becoming mentally stronger as well as physically stronger with this work. Because concentration is a prerequisite for meditation, you may well encounter meditative states during your yoga practice. Now, Ashtanga is also famous for its powerful breathing. You constantly engage your bandhas, meaning pulling up your pelvic floor and drawing the abdomen in and up, while making a ferocious sound with each inhale and exhale. You are targeting the muscles that control the most immediate source of your life and vitality, your breath. I think yoga is designed to increase vitality. That's a good way to look at all the work we do. Rather than beating yourself up, instead use exercise to stimulate your body to function at a higher level. It should feel really good. I think yoga practice was originally designed to support dedicated meditators spending hours a day sitting. You may not be a full-time meditator, but you probably sit a lot. Yoga is the antidote. Yoga teachers sometimes teach that the physical yoga practice is preliminary to meditation. The problem with this interpretation is that it implies that meditation is not available to us until and unless we master all the physical poses. That makes no sense. All spiritual practice is available to everyone, regardless of your physical prowess or lack thereof. Many of us who might gain a lot from a strong yoga practice avoid this kind of work because we don't have natural flexibility. The idea that we need extraordinary flexibility to do yoga comes from the commercialization of yoga. Yoga teachers who happen to have unusual natural flexibility can market their yoga businesses by demonstrating extreme yoga postures. Not all good yoga teachers are extremely flexible, and not all extremely flexible people make good yoga teachers. Extreme flexibility is genetic. Your range of motion will probably open up a lot when you first start your yoga practice, but the limits to that development are as set by your genetics as your height and your eye color. No amount of practice, understanding, or spiritual depth can take your joints past their genetically determined range of motion. As an honest yoga teacher said once, That's not yoga. That's jujitsu. Success in yoga is not measured by circus performer hyper flexibility, except on Instagram. I had a mini revelation about this many years ago as a beginning student in a karate dojo. This school had 2 supplementary workout spaces in 2 opposite corners of the main hall. One corner had a set of free weights. The other had yoga mats and accessories. One day I noticed that the weightlifting corner was always occupied by all the biggest, most muscular students, and the yoga corner had all the smaller, more flexible students. It occurred to me that it might make more sense for the naturally strong students to do some stretching and for the flexible students to build some strength. Maybe all of us would benefit from doing a little bit of both. The point is that it is healthy to bear weight on our limbs, and it is healthy to move our joints through their natural range of motion. And it is healthy to strengthen our breath and our concentration. It is not a competition. Enjoy your practice. See you in the next video.